Hello and welcome back to ROADTRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today's episode is day number 294 of the 365-day trivia road trip. Today our quiz comes from Ricky3 out in California. He submitted one last year for the Final 50 Trivia Challenge. He's submitted two for the Quizlet Challenge this year. This is his first one. 21 questions, 20 up front, and a question 21 tiebreaker at the end if you need to stick around for that. Question number 1. What 1,000-year-old dog breed, sorted first into the terrier category but later into the non-sporting group by the American Kennel Club, is actually historically known for serving as an interior watchdog in the palaces and monasteries of Tibet? The answer is the Lhasa Apso. Question number 2. In electronics, an RLC circuit can take many forms, but must include at least one resistor, one capacitor, and what other circuit component, whose name doesn't match its abbreviation, the L is in honor of Heinrich Lenz, and whose SI unit is the Henry. So in the RLC circuit, what does the L stand for? The answer is an inductor. Question number 3. What word, synonymous with elegance and goodwill, appears at the end of one of ROADTRIpVIA's UK trivia templates on the name of a boat called the Floating Blank, which is doubly appropriate since it's the main character's wife's name in Peaky Blinders, which takes place in Birmingham? That boat is called the Floating Grace. Question number 4. Mamilapanatapai is listed by Guinness as the world's most concise word. So concise that its definition won't fit here. It comes from the Yagan language, which was also the name of the tribe that spoke it, in what island region at the southern ends of Argentina and Chile? What's the name of that island region at the bottom of Argentina and Chile? The answer is Tierra del Fuego. Question number 5. Named after the scientist who won the Nobel Prize in Physics for his work in induced radiation in 1938, and later led the project developing the first nuclear reactor in Chicago, what is the name of the radioactive element with the atomic number 100? Named after Enrico Fermi, the answer is fermium. Question number 6. The ABC Islands are a trio of landmasses off the northern coast of Venezuela. The A is Aruba, the B is Bonaire, but what does the C stand for? Hint, it's also the namesake of a citrusy liquor with a signature blue color. The answer is Curacao. Question number 7. What actor and producer, and technically professional musician as well, was born in Texas but made it big in Hollywood until his 2017 death and connects the following films: Tombstone, Terminator, Weird Science, True Lies, and Twister? The fella from all of those movies, his name is Bill Paxton. Question number 8. In Dante's Inferno, Dante is led through hell, meeting all sorts of historical figures from the great poets in the first circle all the way to the traitors in the ninth circle. They then climb the devil through the center of the earth before escaping to purgatory on Easter Sunday. What other poet guides him? Who guides Dante through hell? The answer is Virgil. Question number 9. What Polish composer, a friend of Franz Liszt, rose to prominence during the Romantic period and generally eschewed public performances, instead making a living by selling his music and giving probably very expensive piano lessons? I imagine you would have to pay a lot to be taught by Frédéric Chopin. Question number 10. Plants transport water and nutrients through their structures by using two types of channel systems called xylem and phloem. Which of the two consists mostly of dead cells and uses negative pressure, effectively determining the maximum height of any plant to transport water throughout the plants? 50-50 chance here. The answer is xylem. Question number 11. What southern hemisphere native animal is known for its ability to drink seawater by filtering salt out of its body, and has a number of species, such as the gentoo and the chinstrap, known to keep monogamous breeding relationships for life? The gentoo and the chinstrap are breeds of penguins. Question number 12. Every good trivia nerd knows that mercury is liquid at room temperature. But what is the only other element to have this quality? A cheeky hint, it might be included in a friendly greeting between nerdy frat bros, as in, what's up, blank. This one gives you a little bit of a hint. What's up, bromine? Bromine is the answer. Question number 13. Diamonds, rubies, sapphires, and emeralds are the only precious stones. Emeralds are the least hard of the four because they have planes in their crystalline structure with weak atomic bonds. What is this quality known as? Another hint. This answer might make you want to buy some low-cut emeralds, because the quality we're referring to is known as its cleavage. Question number 14. Although associated with fast food and cafeterias, what dining implement's design actually goes back over a century, having been the subject of an approved patent in 1874 that was issued by the U.S. Patent Office to Samuel Francis? What do we call this dining implement today? We are talking about the spork. Question number 15. In astrology, this sign is known as the bringer of water, although it's actually an air sign, not a water sign. What would your astrological sign be if you were born between January 20th and February 18th? The bringer of water is Aquarius. Question number 16. With subjects such as the Mothman, first sighted in Point Pleasant, Virginia in 1966, and Bigfoot, which the myth dates back to indigenous drawings and the search still continues, what is the field of study of mythical or paranormal creatures? What's the scientific name for that field of study? This form of zoology is known as cryptozoology. Question number 17. In 1997, the lights from an A-10 Thunderbolt II aircraft, which the government claimed was the source, flying near this state capital city were perceived by many to potentially be extraterrestrial in nature. What capital city did this happen around, which gave the lights their colloquial name, which is also the most populous of any state capital? Those were famously referred to as the Phoenix Lights. Phoenix is the answer. Question number 18. In Harry Potter, there are 3 curses which bear the title of unforgivable. Which of the 3 curses did not kill or commandeer the target, but instead caused excruciating pain until the spell is released? That spell is known as the Crucio, or the Cruciatus Curse. Question number 19. In Greek mythology, Persephone is the queen of the underworld and the daughter of Zeus and Demeter. Her annual return from the underworld marked the beginning of spring, but she had to return each year because she was tricked by Hades into eating what type of seeds that he offered her? Persephone was tricked into eating pomegranate seeds. And question 20. What Disney animated movie series has had 2 hit films so far, released in 2012 and 2018, and features the lead voice talents of John C. Reilly and Sarah Silverman, with Jack McBrayer and Jane Lynch backing them up in each film? The answer is Wreck-It Ralph. Personally, I love Wreck-It Ralph, especially the first one. Especially if you like arcade games, old classic arcade games. That was a very fun movie. If you haven't seen it yet, you should check it out. At least Wreck-It Ralph #1. And that is it for today. That is the end of the quiz. Thank you to Ricky3 from Yorba Linda, California for sending in a great quiz. He's got one more that's going to come up next week or the week after that. But if you enjoyed today's quiz, you can let him know in the comments section below. And if you like this type of trivia, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We post new quizzes just like this every single day. Here is question 21, the tiebreaker for today. The Oxford English Dictionary not only provides definitions of the vast collection of words in the language, but also millions of usage examples, which comprises the bulk majority of the work. How many head words, excluding obsolete ones, are included in the dictionary itself? And head words are just the main entry, so the word and then all the definitions and stuff behind it. So how many words are in the dictionary? Whichever player gets closest to this number is going to win the point. And if it was a tiebreaker, they're going to win the whole game. The number we have is 171,476. Now that number does change as the years go on, with more words getting added and taken away. But for right now, whichever player got closest to 171,476, congratulations, you just won the point. And if it was a tiebreaker, you just won the whole game. Thank you again to Ricky3. Thank you to everybody who watched today's quiz, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.